Let's bring out Austin Church. Well, howdy, Austin Church.
Mighty glad to be here, Mr. J. See all you people out here at the Marco Theater. I say howdy, everybody. Thanks for dropping in. I'm glad we can share this little space and time we're in. Be the good Lord willing. We're gonna run the blues away. I do my best to sing my songs and let the guitar play. As the day, night rolls on into the melody, we're gonna set our spirits free. Come on and let it be. We're gonna bound along on this rambling song that I made up. And me. I said howdy. 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 Howdy to you from me. Yeah. Lord have mercy to Marco Theater. Lord have mercy. Down here in Southwest Florida, not too far from Shampoo, home of the legendary Chet Brown, and I'm so delighted to be here. Of course, that's all I know of that song, so I'll just sing it again. I say howdy, friends and neighbors, thanks for dropping in. I'm glad that we could share this little space and time we're in. Be the good Lord willing, we're gonna run the blues away. I do my best to sing my song and let my guitar play. As the day rolls long night, into the melody, we're gonna set our spirits free. Come on and let it be. We're gonna bound along on this rambling song that I made up for you and me. I said howdy. 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 Howdy to you from me. Yeah. Howdy to you from me. Yeah. Howdy to you from me. Thank you, everybody. This is a song right here that I wrote with Jimmy Buffett, and I'm so thankful of that because it's put a lot of bread and butter and taters on the table. And that's sweet taters, too. Oh, boy, it goes like this right here. Thank you, Jimmy. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Well, he outgrew his sequin suit. He sold his Trailways bus. He let his hair get a little bit long, and until finally bit the dust. His pearl inlaid, custom-made guitar slipped from his hand, and now in its place a new electrical one. He had flown in from Japan, now he's a cheeseburger eating, Sunday go to meeting, brand new country star. He rides around in his Lincoln Continental. He ain't got no steer horns on that car. All the record men say he's the living end. Well, spinning right to the top. He's a hot Roman candle from the Texas Panhandle. He could either go country or pop back, yeah. Got a real good friend man by the name of Texas Ben tells him all the spots to play. A swinging little lady, he calls her Sexy Sadie. She with the country boy every loving night and day. They're gonna open up a chain of fancy bowling lanes, first one in his old hometown. And on a ribbon cutting day, they'll come from miles away. They'll all gather around the country boy and sing that he's a cheeseburger eating Sunday go to meeting, brand new country stuff. He rides around in his Lincoln and Nell. He ain't got no steer horns on his car. All the record men say he's the living end. Well, spin him right to the top. He's a 100 Roman candle from the Texas Panhandle. He could either go country or pop. I say he could either go country or pop. Man, I'm so glad to have these great musicians and the theater, the smell of the crowd, the roar of the grease paint. It's just, wait a minute. I was part of a video that I want to thank the Valencia Community College folks, University of Southern Mississippi, the gang up in Athens for cutting the track, for celebrating a beautiful, serene woman who went zen like every day and washed her clothes for 75 years. I call her a washerwoman philanthropist from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Miss Osceola McCarty. She raised $250,000 doing it, gave most of it to the university for scholarships for deserving students. She's a paradigm. She inspires the heck out of me. She's a saint in my heart. I won't tell you about a washerwoman who banked a load of cash, then gave it to her hometown university, way down in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. 75 years of washing clothes, saving every penny, pleasure's not many. Oh, she knew where the money would go. Osceola, the Mississippi giver, educating the children, that's what she lived for. And in the end, she did deliver. Osceola McCarty, the Mississippi giver. You can find her every morning, stirring up a sudsy mountain of homemade Lysol. And a spider Denver and a fire in her soul. Cast iron wash pot. How she raised that big old bundle, the Lord only knows. Osceola, the Mississippi giver, educate the children, that's what she lived for. And in the end, she did deliver. Osceola McCarty, the Mississippi giver. Sweet Minnesota, she never married, but blessed be the children of this southern man. Kept scrubbing on her washboard, saving for the scoop board. Now she's smiling down on them in heavenly bliss. Osceola, the Mississippi giver, educating the children. That's what she lived for. And in the end, she did deliver. Osceola McCarty, the Mississippi giver. Miss Ola, we love you. Your light is still shining on. Osceola McCarty, the Mississippi giver. Shine on, Minnesota. Shine on, the Mississippi giver. Shine on, Minnesota. Shine on, the Mississippi giver. Shine on. Thank you so much. One of the players on that session was Randall Bramlett, phenomenal Southern Gothic art songwriter from Athens, Georgia, and multi-musician, just wonder. And he had an album out that featured a song called Chet Baker. And I said, if Randall thinks that much of this fella, I better look him up, find out who this guy is. And I did, and my mind was blown. Chet Baker's a genius, composing, writing, playing the horn, played a sweet, sweet horn, and cool jazz. And so with apologies to Miles Davis, this is my tribute to Chet Baker called The King of Cool. They couldn't stand the ice. He shook off his soul. Cat's all worked up. He's just out for a little stroll. Man, what a lip. Ain't no telling what he's gonna blow. Oh, and them all-night cutting sessions, they know he's gonna rule. Living in the middle of a blue note. The king of cool. His first gig was with the Bird. You might say, that's absurd. Oh, but the Bird really liked what he heard. We ain't dealing with any young fool living in the middle of a blue note. The king of cool. Never stop riding that horse, you might say. He cut his own course. In fact, legend has it that one time he beat the devil in a duel. living in the middle of a blue note, the king of cool. Slugging it out through life, he took his share of scorn, but the blues kept rolling on out like James Dean with a horn. Poured all his pain and passion out through his lifelong love of trumpet, that golden, sparkling, gleaming, musical too. Living in the middle of a blue note, the king of cool, yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, my dad used to call this Adam's Ale. Right here. Oh, yeah. Take a couple parts of oxygen and a couple parts of something else. Hydrogen and oxygen or whatever. I don't know. But we lost another genius in his genre of music recently. I call it the head chief of rock and roll, Chuck Berry. So here's a tribute to Chuck. He played the guitar, we all knew well. Up in the morning to the high school bell. Long live his rock and roll soul, strutting and screaming like the days of old. But Johnny B. Good is gone, wondered where and for how long. When a bell in a guitar belly rang strong, we realized that he'd gone deep inside his song. Johnny B. Good is gone deep inside his song. Gone, gone, gone. Johnny B. Good is gone. Campaign shouting to a heavenly band, duck walking clouds in the promised land. Beethoven rolled over, said, what the hell? Sailor V, say the angels, you never can tell. But Johnny B. Good is gone, we wondered where and for how long. When a bell in a guitar belly rang strong, we realized that he'd gone deep inside his song. Johnny B. Good is gone deep inside his song. Gone, gone, gone. Johnny B. Good is gone. Now his name is up in lights, singing Johnny B. Good tonight. I'm up in lights, starring bright on starry nights. Johnny B. Good is gone. Johnny B. Good is gone. sip. Back quick. You can lead a musician to water, and you got to make him drink, because that keeps his throat working good. Now, this is a song dedicated to songwriters, because, you know, if you're in a rock and roll band doing cover music, you can start paying the bills and doing pretty good. So to break away from that is a monumental step. It's a heavy deal. And think you can write songs that other people can record, famous folks, and yourself now and then. So I dedicate this to all the folks who've taken that plunge into the world of songwriting. It's called Mustang Sally's Last Ride. Mustang Sally's last ride. I was there when it happened in Muncie. Johnny and the Lounge Lizards were working the Velvet Room at the Who's Your Daddy Inn. They were in their 457,000th ride with old Sally when she started smoking, spurting, sputtering, lurching, and coughing. Just rattled down dead right there on the parquet dance floor. Crowd gasped, grew silent, wanted Johnny to say some words, and he did. He said the old gal just died of natural causes. He said, oh, she was so sweet as a song. She'd just been run too hard, too long. But it was good for Johnny, because the end of the Lounge Lizards was the end of a steady diet of cover tunes, and Johnny had some homegrown rock and roll to roll out to the world. The Velvet Room never saw him again. He crawled into his trailer, banging on that laptop keypad, sliding that mouse, and he never left the house. Well, he never left the house, that is, till he had a sack of tunes that took him on a righteous ride to the top of pop. Well, he climbs into his long white convertible now and then, takes a drive by the old dive, and smiles wide as he hears his very own musical babies come thundering out into the night. And he knew he was right. To ride, Johnny, ride. Ride, Johnny, ride. Mustang Sally's last ride. Ride, Johnny, ride. And he knew he was correct not to be a nervous wreck when Sally bit the dust. 'Cause sometimes things happen as they must. Tang, Sally's last ride. In fact, that was the biggest thing he ever had. Put a whole lot of pep in his stride. Let his career turn to side. And he won a Granny for Mustang Sally's last ride. Thank you, all the songwriters. Here's a song celebrating our beautiful environs here. And this little slice of paradise that we call home. And we're going to do all we can, I know a lot of you are, to preserve this pristine wilderness, joyful place for people from around the world to come. It takes all of us working together to get it done. It's called The Beautiful Waters of Life. Let us make them pure, let us make them right, flowing all around this precious globe by beautiful waters of life. We all came from water long before time began. Water can cleanse the soul of every woman and man. Let us make them pure, let us make them right, flowing all around this precious globe, our wonderful waters of life. Oh, let this be our battle cry for the waters of life that flow. We got the power to purify, so let the whole world know. Let us make them pure, everybody, let us make them right, flowing all around this precious globe, our wonderful waters of life. Wonderful waters of life, our wonderful waters of life. Oh man alive, I was lucky again when I would say the long tall Texan, Lyle Lovett. I can't say the short boy with the tall hair, Lyle Lovett. He's got tall hair, you know. He's unique. That's why, and he's a wonderful man. That's why Julia Roberts married him. And they're still in very close contact. Two great, brilliant artists. And written by myself, Ken Spooner, and I hate to say, but the late, wonderful Walter Hyatt, and it was called the Shika Shaboom. Well, here he comes, the Shika Shaboom. He strolls in, an old-time feeling warms up the room. He's a blast from the past, a man made to last. Some boys to a tune for the Shika Shaboom. Strike up the band for the Shika Shaboom. And let's have a hand for his lovely companion, Miss Mona Bavoon. Oh, his rapping and rhyme knocks them dead with a line. Dr. Love, I presume. Oh, the Shika Shaboom. Tell the Baron of Blue, tell the Sultan of Soul, tell the Poobah Pop, the Duke of Doo-Wop, even the Raja of rock and roll, to kindly step aside and give him room, 'cause he's solid gold. Oh, the Shika Shaboom, yeah. bear and a blue. Tell the salt and the soul. Tell the poobah pop, the Duke of Doo-Wop, even the Raja of rock and roll, the kind of step aside. Give him room. He's solid gold. All the chic is Shampoo. Yeah, he's solid gold. Oh, the chic of Shampoo. Oh man. When I was in Nashville, I had a lot of experiences, and one of the most meaningful to me was having the honor of friendship with a young man about 9 years old or so, fighting a life-threatening disease at the Vanderbilt Medical Center, and he faced it with tenacity, courage, exuberance, and excitement. If I was down for some reason, for some trivial reason, I'd go in to see Aaron, and he picked me up. And that put things in proper perspective in a hurry. So this one is called Aerojet Could Fly. Vanderbilt Medical Center. I went in to sing a few songs, help the day move along. Said, I'm going to sing a song about Lake Wales. Of course, we need a bus to get there. Who wants to drive? He said, I'll drive, I'll drive. Bunch of kids fighting for their lives. If you didn't know it, you wouldn't know it. They didn't show it. One kid stood out to me. He didn't keep his excitement hid. He was on top of everything I did. Aerojet was a handsome little airman. Aerojet could take off and fly. Superman cape and pajama wingspan. I'm telling you, Aerojet could fly. He had ignition inside his soul. You had to see him go, go, go. Tank full up to the top with hope. 3, 2, 1, smoke, smoke, smoke. Aerojet was a handsome little airman. Aerojet could take off and fly. Superman cape and pajama wingspan. I'm telling you, Aerojet could fly. Big brown eyes that pull you right in. He's ready to fly at any time. Grab hold of his cape and he'd take you with him. Not too bad for a boy of 9. Aerojet was a handsome little airman. Aerojet could take off and fly. Superman cape and pajama wingspan. I'm telling you, Aerojet could fly. Aerojet could fly, but he just had to see how high. All the way up to heaven one day, we look up through the sky and say, Aerojet was a handsome little airman. Aerojet could take off and fly. Superman cape, pajama wingspan. I'm telling you, Aerojet could fly. Aerojet could fly. Aerojet could fly. Thank you for the little man too. That's for you, Aaron. Wow. Sometimes we were talking about storytelling and the odyssey of Bob Dylan, when he made his acceptance lecture, mentioned spent a lot of time on Homer's Odyssey, and so anyway, this is kind of the odyssey of my life here. Stardrops fell from out a silver sky. They should have been tears from my wired eyes. How come I never understood back in my wildhood? I was blind to what I should have seen. A rockin' rebel in my skin-tight jeans. Power burned under my hot rod hood. Back in my wildhood, my misspent youth did nothing but bolster a wicked ride on the rock and roller coaster. I got so high, it took my breath. Scared everyone that I loved to death. Wisdom's pleading did no good. Back in my wildhood, rock and roll took its toll. They hated it, but they were old. They said turn down, but I never would. Back in my wildhood, my misspent youth did nothing but bolster a wicked ride on the rock and roller coaster. I had no governor, just ran flat out. Got into stuff I could not get out. I thought I ruled the hills of Hollywood. Back in my wildhood, I never know why I was so reckless. Loving up on Lady Luck, I guess. I'm giving thanks like survivors should. Looking back on my wildhood, I'm looking back on my wildhood. I'm looking back on my wildhood. Music is a moral law. It gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, a certain charm to sadness, gaiety and life to everything. It is the essence of order and leads to all that is good, just, and beautiful. That's Plato. We're going to have something from Jethro in a minute. That's going to be a long minute. I also have a little something to say from a composer, a wonderful composer. And he said there are still so many beautiful things to be said in C major. And that is Prokofiev, Sergei Prokofiev. I might as well get them all out while I'm hot here. A philosopher said that a musician must make music. A painter must paint. A poet must write if he is to ultimately be at peace with himself. What a man can be, he must be. And that's Abraham Maslow. Great, what was he? He was a psychologist. Here's one called Fixin' To. Wrote this with Tony Vincent. Well, the grass out back is getting kinda high. I'm gonna cut it by and by. The house could use a new coat of paint. I'm gonna do it, but my wife says I ain't. But I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, the back door hanging off of the frame. The kitchen window could use a new pane. I'll fix that roof up when I can. But to catch those leaks, I got my pots and pans. So I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, I really ought to lose some weight, exercise, and get in shape. I'll quit smoking one of these days. Throw all of my cigarettes away. I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, I'll do all these things that I said. But right now, I gotta go back to bed. But I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, show the world a better mousetrap. Go to Vegas, win $1 million at craps. Politics ain't nothing new to me. I'll show the big cheese how to run the country. I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, go to Hollywood and hang with the stars. Ride around in fancy limousine cars. I'll beat Michael Jordan one-on-one. Then I'll take magic. When I'm done, I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, now you might think I'm making fun. So I'll show Bryce Harper how to hit a home run. I know it sounds like I'm talking tall. So I'll outdrive Tiger with my golf ball. I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, I'll do all these things that I said. But right now I have gotta go back to bed. But I'm fixing to. I'm fixing to. I'm gonna show Marlon Brando how to act. I'll help the Beatles make a comeback. Buy myself a brand new Corvette. Drive to New York and sing at the Met. Well, I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, I found some new licks to lay on Mr. Clapton. I'll make a poster for the show when it happens. It's all right here in my Telecaster guitar. Oh, I should buy a drink for the whole bar. I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, I'm fixing to. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm fixing to. this is dedicated to a sweet woman in country music. Her name is Mother Maybelle Carter. And Mother Maybelle, first family of country music, her cousin Sarah married A.P. Carter, and the three of them formed the Carter family. And they gave us songs like The Wildwood Flower, Keep on the Sunny Side, and about 9,000 more. Mother Maybelle played a Gibson L5 guitar, which is preferred mostly by jazz artists. But in her hands, her beloved Gibson L5 became the most influential guitar in country music history. So this is called Mother Maybelle's L5. In 1928, a pretty Appalachian girl bought a brand spanking new L5 Gibson guitar, and I come alive on Mother Maybelle's L5. I'm on the sunny side on Mother Maybelle's L5. She'd pick it by the hour. This amongst the wildwood flowers, trickling those L5 strings like mountain springs, and I come alive, you should too, on Mother Maybelle's L5. I'm on the sunny side, I hope you are too, on Mother Maybelle's L5. Her sound went round the world. This pretty, humble Appalachian girl with her Carter family, she played her L5 into history, and I come alive on Mother Maybelle's L5. I'm on the sunny side on Mother Maybelle's L5. What a wonderful audience. Thank you so much. Thank you for being patient in the art. This is beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. So here we go. If you want to say a little boom booms on the short or long end of or in the middle or whatever. This is a little song sometimes when you get obsessed with things and you get transfixed by a transcendental evocation of your timeless art, as the poet Gamble Rogers, Floridian, would say, Hall of Famer. You start speaking in drums. So that's what we're going to do, by Craig. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You feel it in your body. right down to your buns. I like to swimming in tidy, start speaking in drums. It don't take any learning, you just swing into churning. Hey, you be driving a Bugatti, hey, you thought you forgot it. Hey, they know what you're saying when they start swaying. Start understanding when their mind is expanded. Oh, and then boom, they speaking in John. When it comes to elocution, you got the solution. Your pronunciation, a little bit of syncopation. You start pounding and sounding, and now you're popping and bounding. Hey, you send them all to school. You only got one rule. You ain't talking dumb. You just speaking in tongues. Ooh, ooh. Went out to a church. I went back in the woods. Tried to get better. Do a little good. They had poison in the snakes. We came undone. Ran out of that place. Started speaking in tongues. All right, on timing comes directed from a college of knowledge in speaking in tongues. The end of discussion. It's all about percussion. The bare bottom song. We're speaking in tongues. Cause it's good for the body. Just do it by nighty. Hey, la-di-da-di. And everybody, hey, we're dancing in the sun, and we're getting it done. Because I had a little lesson, speaking in tongues, speaking in tongues, speaking in tongues, speaking in drums. I'll close our little program for this portion of the show. By golly, my timing is impeccable. $5. It'll read you Marco Polo's charts of discovering Argentina. Marco wouldn't give 4 rubles for it. He might give about 4 or 5 jars of salt. My beloved watch that my dad gave me in 1971 for my birthday that year is in the shop. So I had to get you by $5. This is a song about the arts, about the theater, about writing plays, putting them on, and giving your heart and soul to the same venues that Jack Lemmon and Sir Laurence Olivier did. And it's called The Test of Time. Been a wonderful, wonderful audience. It's an honor and a privilege to play for you. Thank you. Thank you. There was a little tow-haired boy in a little southern town. He'd color and draw, beat his drum until the sun went down. He had a lot of little friends no one else could see. He made up all kinds of things to give his little friends to speak. After a while, his little games became what we called to play. He put it on for his grandpa, couldn't wait for what grandpa would say. The old man knew the easy thing to do would be to gush the boy with praise. But he decided to ask some things that would last that boy all his days. He said, will it stand the test of time and hold on down the line by line, rhyme for rhyme? Will it stand the test of time and see its way through the blind old foe as it tumbles down the winding road? As long as the story is told, will its import be bought and sold? Will it stand the test of time, bust right through the mediocre sign and proceed into sublime? Will it stand the test of time? Now that little tow-haired boy is a grown-up blonde-haired man. He keeps those plays a-comin' just as fast as he can. And now all his friends are real that anyone can see, and they're called actors, and they can really make believe. The playwright and his cast hope their work will last. They do their best to hang their fate on the questions Grandpa asks. Stand the test of time and hold on down the line by line, rhyme for rhyme. Will it stand the test of time and see its way through the blind old foe as it tumbles down the winding road? Long as the story's told, will its import be bought and sold? Will it stand the test of time and bust right through the mediocre sign and proceed into sublime? Will it stand the test of time and find its way into our descendants' minds? Will it stand the test of time? The test of time, the test of time, the test of time.
Austin Church, everybody. The magician in his coat.